points in the game.
This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Glad to have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the SMU Mustangs. Jayhawks will put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So SMU's offense will have the football first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
Now on second down. Looking to throw, it's Otis. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because the first down you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Mustangs will call on their punt team. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. So Kansas offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
The Jayhawks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes the catch. It's Darnold. Got room at the 35. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Jayhawks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The offense changing the play. The throw to the outside is complete. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
And the Jayhawks are on the move. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Jayhawks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Working the middle, it's complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
And the Jayhawks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Willihan. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll run play action. Now rolling to the left. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chop. Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play call by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Offense set on first down. Rides the back on the option, the give. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And they'll knock him down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Back to throw, it's Otis. He's got an open man. He's loose. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. They'll move the tight end. The give to the back. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off play action. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his back in the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. He managed to on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. To the air, it's Otis. He's got the back in the middle. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense, got him at the 27.
And one of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers, because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws when you've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Another incompletion on third down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Never a doubt. That brings them to within 1. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this third possession. Here's the handoff. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Here on third down for this offense. Finds his man. Really nice job to get him past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. They're not just using the running back as check down Charlie in the passing game. They're getting him downfield.
And take my matchups I like. If you're going to play man-to-man, who are you going to put on the running back? You want to put a linebacker?
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Spins away from one. Ripped off a huge shot play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback making checks. Dances away to buy time. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3rd and goal, where the strong come through. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And I like the execution by this defense, understanding where the first down marker is. Let them throw the ball short, come up, get him on the ground, forcing a 4th down. Decision time for this offense.
Just drives it between the uprights. They take a 4-point lead here in the second. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. To the air, it's Otis. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Now the play fake. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. The Mustangs will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Motion from the wideout. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, SMU.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Darnold. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
To the air on first down. Steps away to find some room. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's got him this time. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not on this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's got it on the run. And the catch is right into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas.
Really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
So much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to pass, it's Otis. Got his man out of the backfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He'll throw on 3rd down. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence.
We're just about ready to start the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They have the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
He wants to change this route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete in the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Jayhawks moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw again. Makes the catch. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Steps away. The throw. This one's complete. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he could hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was third down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up fourth.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he put...
Oh, he's got some space. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
They'll send the tight end in motion. A 1st down run in the red zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Touchdown, Jayhawks! Fitted in the window for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good.
SMU 13.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. To the air, it's Otis. Got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Mustangs have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on 1st down. Spins away from the defender. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Ball down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the 2nd level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Makes the grab. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
To throw, it's Otis. Dumps it to the back. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Leaves it with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll go to the ground. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. We've reached the break, and Kansas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. To the ground to try to move the chains. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. The give on the inside. There he goes. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Jayhawks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
The Jayhawks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue! Jackrabbit! Ready to go!
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
To the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, right chunk, Jayhawk. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Looking for a man. It's Otis. Good timing on the quick out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Stands in and takes the hit. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
That's a big-time blow, man. Once you get that under that 3-minute mark and you're down by multiple possessions, you've got to put something together. And the last thing you can do is turn it over because that clock is not your friend.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Caught in the backfield, it's Willihan. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And that's exactly why this linebacker has to stay on the field every single down because he's so good in space. He's good against jet sweeps, he's good against bubble screens, and he can race outside and get receivers down on the ground quickly.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Otis. Floats it out in space. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's taking the deep shot. He's got it on the outside. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Deep shot for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Pulls it in. It's Willihan. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. What an unfortunate... There, they thought they'd converted the 4th down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. And the Jayhawks will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Looking to throw, it's Otis. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football